In the long history of WA harness racing, it is utterly safe to say that no one person has contributed more to the accurate historical documentation of the sport than Alan Parker. In fact, he has even reinvented the way documents are recorded by designing an archive system so complete that it has become the foundation of indexed databases for Harness Racing Australia as well as Gloucester Park. Parker's attraction to trotting began at school, around friends like reinsman Laurie Robinson, and that lure was cemented at the first race meeting he attended at Gloucester Park on New Year's Day 1970. There, the awestruck teenager was treated to the spectacle of the legendary Mount Eden winning a 3-year-old race, as well as the horse that was to become Parker's lifetime favourite, Dainty's Daughter, winning the WA Trotting Cup in world record time. After leaving school, Alan Parker earned a Bachelor of Arts degree at RWWA. The degree took 4 years instead of the customary 3, as Parker spent much of the time studying the history of WA trotting, which unfortunately was not part of the syllabus. That study, however, led him to start creating a file of index cards recording details of breeding, wins, placings and so on. Eventually, this diligence led to an intrigued WATA racing manager, Ray Holloway, and registrar Laurie Collins interviewing Parker in 1977 with a view to giving him a job as Collins' assistant. Interesting to note, Parker would replace Collins as registrar within 3 years in 1980, and in the early 90s, Holloway himself as racing manager. In between, Parker began providing statistical data to the starved media. This information became more and more valuable to journalists and commentators. However, Parker did not stop seeking to expand and improve his record keeping. All through these years, he laboriously trawled through a nebulous maze of yellowing scrapbook articles in the WATA's numerous and voluminous dust-covered tomes, hidden under staircases and in dark, rarely visited rooms in the admin building, patiently compiling a detailed list of race results dating back to 1910, the beginnings of licensed trotting in Western Australia. This log currently incorporates around 150,000 races run in WA, and from it was born the 500 Club for drivers. No other state has such comprehensive statistical data looking back, but all states now share the ability to ensure the accuracy and completeness of their archives going forward. Alan Parker's research has also led to otherwise lost stories being uncovered, which in turn have led to his penning hundreds of articles and earning a plethora of national harness racing awards. He also co-wrote The Village Kid Story with beloved trainer Bill Horn. In addition to all of this, while he was racing manager at Gloucester Park, Parker made it his business to cajole the connections of the greatest pacers in Australia to journey to Perth for the annual summer carnivals. And he also organised flights for the horses, often a nightmare task, and stabling for the visitors. Pacers he helped get to Perth include Westburn Grant and Franco Ice in the unforgettable summer of 1991-92, Grand Circuit champion Sunshine Band in the mid-90s, triple Inter-Dominion winner and dual WA Pacing Cup winner Our Savancelot late in that decade, and the likes of Miracle Mile winner Franco Tiger, Sokiola, Joe Fest, Shaker Maker, and just too many more to list. For all of his life's devotion to harness racing, from bloodlines to form guides, industry publications to newspaper articles, there is not much Alan Parker has not written about, expanded on, or improved on. Retiring in 2015, he nevertheless continued to devote time researching history and pedigrees. Alan Parker, keeper of the scrolls and worthy resident in WA Racing's Hall of Fame.